Hi, my name's Sarah Walker. I was just interviewed by Keith Andrew. Keep up the hard work.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Keith Andrew Network. This is episode 625. That's right, 625. I'm here as the talented and beautiful Sarah Walker, a good friend of mine. We knew each other for about 3-4 years now. And it's great to have you back on the show, not once, not twice, but this is your third appearance. And actually, you set a record for the Keith Andrew Network for being the very first person to be on the show for the third time. I guess you really like putting up with me.
Oh, putting up with you, that's a bit cruel. Nah, I love listening to you.
But I appreciate it. Now, for people who want to know what my talk show is about, the whole point of my talk show is to show people that even with having a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities to never give up and prove people wrong. Prove to them that labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be, and to prove to them to them out to something. So hashtag break the labels. Now I'm trying to do this a little different because we talked about this the first time when we met, and then the second time, so I was have a little more spontaneous with the third one. So for people who want to know who you are a professional writer, professional artist, and a professional editor. So the very first thing I'm going to ask you is, how you been for 4 years? I haven't seen you in person. It's really great to see you.
It's good to see you too as well. Well, a lot's changed since then. So I wasn't a professional artist the last time we spoke, and I just picked it up this year now. So it was in December, I was told that I was going to come off one of my epilepsy medications, so that scared the crap out of me. So I decided, if I'm going to do that, then I'm going to start tackling some of my other fears. So I started to do my artwork more. So I produced like over 30 original pictures, and I sold 9 of them at the weekend. And I've written a poetry book, which isn't published yet, I still got to edit it. And I've started to set up a chat show, which is to interview indie authors.
Oh, that's really cool. And I do know a couple people that have books that you may be interested in reading.
I'd love to know about them.
Now, the next question I was going to ask you is, we were talking off the air, but I do a little plug for Instagram, is, I don't know what the proper term is. There's a Target Easter, Walmart Easter. I guess you can say I'm a Instagrammer or Easter. I don't know. You gotta put those two words together. But I'm an Instagrammer and Easter. It has nothing to do with Easter, but I don't know. We can work on the proper term. But I've seen some of your work. You actually did some for me, and I would love to work with you again on that. And I really think... go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, that picture I did, I made some adjustments to it, and I sold it at the weekend.
Oh, nice. I would love to see it again. It's one of my favorites, was the hand.
Yeah, I can't remember if I got a picture of that. If I do, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's two websites. There's called, crap, you would think I know it. I look at it all the time. DeviantArt. I don't know if you use it, but DeviantArt is pretty much where you put your artwork on, you do fan-made parodies and everything. I'm a big fan of Dumbo, so a lot of people have been doing their own parodies of that. It's pretty interesting, actually. But that's a great website for you. And I'm trying to get you to be on Instagram. And Instagram, it's pretty much like Twitter, but you do like videos, like short video clips. It has to be longer than 15 seconds or they won't acknowledge it. So for an example, you can do like a whole minute saying, okay, artwork 1, artwork 2, artwork 3, and then you can see how many people view it. Or you can do a picture like that, and then it's pretty much, you get it. It's pretty much like Twitter, but it's a different format. It's also connected to Facebook. So if you have a Facebook, then they're the same company, whatever, how that works. Because there's some people that I'm friends with on Facebook. I'm like, oh, hey, I saw you had a Instagram. Instagram? What's that? Alright. Then I found out that Facebook randomly makes up accounts. But anyway, I want to make you laugh. I want to have fun with you. And I actually work at a job. I won't say the name on the air. But I walked past these two people. And I don't know if you have stupidity in England. But, you know, stupidity spreads like cancer, unfortunately. So, it's unfortunately, everyone has some. Horrible announcing that I just said. I know I'm going to hell. I see you there. But there's this woman who, if you've been in a supermarket, you know there's a freezer section.
Yeah.
And behind the freezer, it's, you know, where people are too lazy to come on the sales floor to put stuff away, so they can stay behind there and just randomly put stuff on it. Yes, I talk with my hands. But people can stack the shelves from behind.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal was, and the milk was probably expired, or she didn't find the right thing that she wanted. All I saw was she had her head stuck in the refrigerator, yelling, hello, is anyone back there? And first off, I didn't say it, I was thinking to myself, wait, it's a refrigerator, not a freaking a sauna. And no one's going to be standing around in a refrigerator, and you're standing there with your head stuck in there. Hello, is anyone in there? I'm like, you know, I'm going to walk away before I say something stupid. And then I wanted to buy something. And I wanted to... A lot of people don't know my shortcuts, but you can ring up anything in the store to avoid lines. You know, go to Warden Garden, go to electronics, or to pharmacy. I like taking shortcuts. You know, I sometimes like taking an easy way out. And so I walked over to electronics, and there's a guy that says, yo man, I want to know something. So, you're telling me, and this is how he sounds by the way, you're telling me I can't buy guns here anymore? What's up with that? And I'm like, you know what? Besides the gun nut, and a woman sticking her head in her... And that's a cute cat, by the way, behind it. With the gun nut saying, getting all upset, I can't buy guns, can't buy ammunition. And a woman who has her head stuck in the refrigerator. You know what? I need to go on a break. I need to get out of this loony bin.
Those same people, though, outside the shop, they're the smartest people in the world. But when they walk through the door, it's like they just leave all their logic behind them. It's weird.
No, I agree with you, and I'll give you a perfect example. People who have BAs, bachelors, I don't care what you have. A lot of people say I have a degree in BS, because I have diarrhea of the mouth. Yeah. They can't drive a car. I don't know how bad it's in England, but, you know, people say, oh, Asian people can't drive cars. Well, Hasidic people can't drive cars either. So unless you want to have a race about it, say who can flip a car over 50 more times. I'll give you an example, Lemmy. Yeah. Stop signs. What do you do at a stop sign?
Put your foot down and keep speeding. No? Stop.
I know that you're being sarcastic on that one, but did you know stop signs are optional?
No.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Saying that, when you see taxi drivers, and every rule is optional to them.
It is. Unfortunately, I take a lot of taxis, and some of them are really good. I like them. And this is one guy who's a World War II veteran. I don't know how he's two. And actually, no. If he's World War II, he would be 100 years old. He's a Vietnam veteran. He said stop signs are optional. And I don't stop for stop signs. I just keep on rolling through. Alright. You keep on rolling through a stop sign, but what happens if someone's speeding in the opposite direction? Well, I guess you can better kiss your ass goodbye. How do you function?
That's just silly, because always the person that breaks the rules is the one that gets away without any injuries.
Yes.
So it's the other people I feel sorry for.
It's like this guy, and I'm gonna pass the show over to you in a second. This guy wanted to get out of a speeding ticket, and there's something called a fart spray. You ever hear of a fart spray? Pretty much it's a spray you get on a line, you spray it, it smells like you shit your pants. It's one of those fart sprays.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to have fun with this police officer. How can I get out of this? Well, I do have a fart spray, and you're supposed to use it 2 times.
Yeah.
This guy used it 5 times. So he rolled down the window when the police officer knocked at the window, rolled over. Sir, do you know? It's like, oh, sorry, officer, my stomach is upset. Good Lord, man, you need an ambulance. No, I just need to go home and take a dump. What the officer did, it should have been done at that point, right? End of the story. The officer was like, no, this is an emergency. I'm going to give you a presidential X-Store home. So he cleared away with the lights flashing. Now the guy's like, I can't believe it went this far. Well, I can't just randomly get out of the car now, or he's got to know I'm faking, and he's got to arrest me. So he got out of his car, hunching, crunching his butt cheeks. Yeah, I was like, thank you, I can't stay out here long, had to go, use the bathroom. Police officer stayed out there for at least a good 5-8 minutes to make sure he wasn't faking. Then he left, he came out, everything worked out well. I just took some Xanax and whatever. And by, stupid things like that to get out of a police ticket, just take responsibility. Yes, no. And I talk to a lot of police officers. I try to befriend them. Yes, sir. No, sir. I'm sorry, sir. That's it. You don't be an asshole to a police officer. You don't try to be sarcastic, because that can easily backfire on you.
Yeah, it's no point making it worse for you, is it?
It's true. Yeah. Even though there are funny stories about that. But what about you? How's it in England? Have you... Well, I know we talked about this last time, but it's the sun's out, and you have a beautiful place there. And we know we were talking about hanging out in person at one point. Yeah, but how's it in England? What is the forecast? Is it almost fall? What have you been up to? Because I'm trying to make this as different as the last 2 times.
Oh, in terms of weather, England is like one season, crap weather all the time. We did get a short heat wave here and there, but, what else? Don't really know what else to say to that, because I live in England. I don't really think of it as information to give someone.
Hey, a lot of people just say I have diarrhea on the mouth, so that's just let it on a roll, right? So what is your opinion about some places having 150 degrees? I know in France, was it France or Italy, they had over 150.
Move country is my opinion on that one. The weather's better, that's just too hot.
And you mentioned you have only one season, so I know in America you have summer, spring, winter, and summer, spring, fall, and winter. So what do you guys have, like summer, then winter and summer? That's not so bad.
I don't really think you can really say we ever get winter, because we don't really get, well, at least where I live, we don't get snow very often. So it's probably just fall, and spring, and then a tiny bit of summer may happen at some point.
So you have 2.5 different seasons.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I asked you this a long time ago. What is your opinion on Holiday? Do you think it's a good movie? Do you think it pokes fun at people in England? Do you think it gives it justice? What is your opinion about it?
Holiday.
That's Kate Winslet, Cameron Diaz.
That with Jack Black as well.
Yes.
I love that film.
It's one of my favorites.
I don't know how they managed to get snow in England though.
Artificial snow, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Now, the next question I was going to ask you is, okay, then we have some fun now. Let's go to the serious parts. You can ask me anything you want. But, what were some of your favorite artwork? You know, there's one on my Facebook fan page. What was the hand that you did? That was one of my favorites. If you would like to make one in person for me, I would love to have that decorated. But I do want to talk to you about social media, but I'll stay with the artwork first. So, let's see, we did 2014 was the first one, I think it was. Yeah. Then we did like a year or so later, so I would make it 2016?
Yeah.
So, and then this would be part 3, or maybe part 4, I really don't know. You're a good friend, so you're constantly saying, I want to be on your show again. I went, alright. But what were some of your favorite artworks that you're working on? And what are some ideas that you have?
Hang on, I've got them all here. This is one of my favourites anyway. I don't know if I can get, it's quite big. Let me know if you can see it. Can you see that?
It's really nice. That's beautiful.
So I'm actually creating some products using my artwork. A lot of people seem to like this one as well. Can you see it?
And that's a desert with a tree, right? Or no, is that like an open field with a tree?
It's an open field with a tree.
No, it's beautiful. Hey, you know, you have a lot of potential. And I see great things for you. More I can say about myself.
Oh no, you've created this show. That's a lot of talent, that is. So.
It's true. But I can't act my way out of a wet paper bag, so you see how it goes.
Oh no. You did some very good impressions earlier.
Oh, I did? I wasn't... Oh yeah, I was the guy. Actually, I want to teach you how to do some impressions. Do you do any impressions?
No, I'm not that talented. So, I'm too shy to start doing impressions.
Maybe you should do your own. Actually, if you're interested, I'd love to have you as a co-host. And I'll give you an example. I'm kind of like you. When I first meet someone, I'm standoffish. But doing the talk show, I have something to brag about. I used to work over at North Face, as I told you. And, or didn't I tell you?
Can't remember.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, you've spoken so many times.
When I worked over at North Face, I used to, here's my name tag, like, well, if you need anything, you know, my name is Keith. Now that I have my own talk show, I have something to be proud of, something to stand on my own and say, well, I have a talk show and I'm disabled. But look at what I'm able to accomplish. And I've been doing this 6.5 years. And so, yes, I was kind of like you, you know, don't put me on the spot. You know, I don't like being put on the spot. But now you have something to brag about. For an example, you're a great artist. And you've made some great, beautiful artwork. Go to DeviantArt and go to Instagram. I promise you, you're going to have a lot of followers. And a lot of great things can happen for you. And I would love to have you on Instagram. I can help you with that if you're interested. The other thing I was going to ask you is social media. Can social media make you or break you? If everything that you accomplish in your life, you know, you have a Facebook fan page, you're on Twitter, but I feel that you're kind of limiting yourself. But I think I'm not kissing your ass or anything. I'm just saying you have a lot of potential. Those paintings that you just showed us are amazing. You should do, Comic Cons. You should say, go to art galleries and say, hey, look at what I can do, and say, well, I can be a cartoon artist. There's absolutely no reason why you can't be a cartoon artist. There's no reason why you can't go to Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, independent stuff, and say, this is some of my work. What is your opinion? Because you have potential. A lot of people say I have potential too, but my biggest thing is I don't shut up, and I always put my foot in my mouth. But compare my stuff to what you're doing, your artwork will stand the age of time. Yes, I'm a talk show host, and that's great and everything, but yeah, I get old, or there might be someone better who has more talent than I do. But your artwork will always be there. Look at, for an example, I don't know if I can show you off the air. Look at Thomas Decade. He's dead now, but his artwork will always go on and make all that money. There's absolutely no reason why you can't do the same.
I'm actually building a new page on my website at the moment where I'm going to sell my artwork. So it's like I'm going to. Have you ever seen those printed mugs where you put artwork on them? So I'm doing that. I've actually got a sample here. I was seeing whether or not what the quality was like. So I've got these mugs that just arrived today. Can you see it?
It's a little dark, but it's a open field. I take it.
It's got horrible lighting in this room today.
Well, that one looks like a whale. Or a person.
It's a bird. Hang on. It's very hard to show around, isn't it? There you go. Turn it around.
Oh, it's a duck. Oh, bird.
That's it.
Well, bird, ducks, in the same family anyway.
So I'm building up some products, which printing my art on mugs, t-shirts, art prints as well, so that people can actually buy them. So it work out cheaper than selling the originals.
Well, if you're interested, I would love to promote your stuff. You help me, I help you.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll let you know when the website's running.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, with the last 10 minutes, I'm going to pass the show over to you, and you can ask me anything.
Hi, I'm Marissa Joy Davis.
This is Michelle Wong.
And I'm Nancy Rose.
My name is Brandy Hunt. And
hello, my name is Raven Wynn.
Hi there, my name is Giovanna Vidal.
Hi, I'm Monica Thomas.
Hi, I'm Paisley Blackburn.
I'm Ashley Burgess.
Hi, my name is Jeanette Abney.
Hi, I'm Sharon Spank.
Hey, this is Samantha Moore.
Hi, I'm Melody Jones.
Hi, my name is Becky Yee.
Hi, you're watching the Keith Andrew Network.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 625. I'm here with the talented and beautiful Sarah Walker. I just want to say thank you for sticking with us. Now, because this show is about disabilities and disabilities, I know you don't have any, as far as I know of, but you did mention that you do have a habit of hesitating and being shy around people. And I have interviewed over 625 people, and half of those people were perfect. Not saying they're perfect, but they're perfect. And half of them say the same thing that you do, that they kind of put up a wall and saying, oh, this is how I act when you get to know me, but I have to put a face on. But, a lot of people that I say, let's do an interview. And they're like, well, I'm shy, I'm, a little scared, I don't know what I'm going to say. But after we do the interview, they always say the same thing. That was a great interview that we ever did. I didn't really think I would have fun, but it was a lot of fun. You did say I didn't expect it to go on that long, but I had a great time. So it's pretty much, and how to help you with this. you need to put yourself in the center of the spotlight. Yes, I have a little OCD, and a lot of people say I'm a control freak, but you need to say, this is who I am, and this is what I'm going to do. For an example, I'm a talk show host, so I take every opportunity that I take. It doesn't matter if I'm working, it doesn't matter if I'm out in public, it doesn't matter if I'm in bed using the phone. If I see an opportunity to get myself out there, I'm going to take it. And I'm going to put myself in a situation where I can benefit from it. You mentioned before, when we went back on the air, that you are a little more control, if I cannot even say it, a control freak, and you like to be in control. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And you mentioned that you were shy too. So I want to put you on the spot. I want to try to give you that comfort of saying, you know what, you actually taught me something. So I want you to ask me anything actually I was going to take some water, but do a little plug for Smart Water. But I was actually going to take some water, don't have any. I want to put you in a position where you feel comfortable. So passing the show over to you is the last 7 minutes. I'm passing the show to you. You can ask me anything you want, talk about whatever you want, say whatever you want. PG-13, but you can say whatever you want. This is your time. So what would you like to talk about?
The pressure's on now, isn't it? I'd like to talk about your show, actually, what inspired it, how do you edit it, what your plans are for it. I'd love to know.
You cut out a little bit. Did you say pants up? Well, I am wearing my pants, and my pants are up.
Not quite, no, it must have cut me out. What your plans are for your show, and, how did you originally set this all up?
Alright, long story short, a lot of people say I'm an ass kisser. There's multiple different stories to this. I used my brother for an inspiration. I used my dad for an inspiration. But the one thing that really broke the camel's back is I'm the youngest out of 4 Pardon my... Okay, let me do that too. Let me compose myself. Alright. I'm the youngest out of 4 brothers and 1 sister. My brother before me always complained and said, I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do. My parents are like, go talk to your brother. He knows people. He can put you in the right direction. Go talk to your sister. And I said, what about you? Meaning me. What about me? What about you? You're not educated. You're not qualified. You read and learn at a 5th grade level. You read and learn at a middle school, high school level. You never went to college. You're not certified or qualified to do anything. You're going to be a burden, and you're going to end up in a group home. And I said, screw it. I'm going to show you, even on being on the spectrum of being retarded, even being on that spectrum, I'm going to show you. Look at what I'm able to accomplish. And for 6.5 years, I've been doing this day in, day out. I want to do this until the day I die. When I first started, and as I mentioned before you, I did old phone interviews. Don't ask me why. It seemed like a good idea at the time. But I was still having panic attacks. And I'm like, this is not working. So I did it over. And as you see on the screen, hang on, let me just see. And it looks like your cat's joining us again. So, as you see on the screen, your reflection, this was season 1. And I did not want to be seen. Don't ask me why. I just didn't want to be seen. And season 2, now here's the camera, recording everything from the computer screen. And I thought, okay, that's fine. Someone came across my brother and said, oh, I came across your brother's work. It's pretty interesting, and I know your cat's looking at me like I'm crazy. Beautiful cat, by the way. Anyway.
She was looking at you. Makes you feel like you've done something wrong.
Anyway, OCD, I get easily distracted. Even though that's not really what OCD is. Anyway, I'm a one-man comedy show. He said, I think your brother's show is pretty interesting. But why is he hiding? Why is he in a tiny box? Right now, on my side, you're in the full screen, I'm in a little box. On your side, I'm in the full screen, you're in a little box. And I was like, you know what? They're right. If I really want to do this for the rest of my life, I need to put myself out there. I need to make myself vulnerable. I was staring at that cat. I'm like having deja vu because I had a similar cat like that. I can show you after. Beautiful cat, by the way. It's really it's kind of like the gateway box.
Be careful, you'll build up her ego. She loves attention.
What's her name?
Blossom.
Wilson?
She's named after a character in my first book.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Anyway, and sorry, easily distracted. I like cats, I like dogs. Even when I'm ringing at work, I see a dog, there's a dog! Okay, back to work.
I'm like that too, actually. As a dog comes through and I'm suddenly, oh, it's a doggy! Oh! Then I always wish I had my phone on me to get a picture.
It's like when they make fun of George Bush, he can't keep his attention. Like, our economy is, we'll get the kitty. But anyway, a lot of people said you have to be seen, so from first 2 seasons, I did not want to be seen, saying, you know what, if I really want to do this for the rest of my life, I need to put myself out there. Make yourself vulnerable. I have nothing to hide. So I'm like, okay, now I'm using Skype Recorder, and I've been using for 14, 15, so about a couple years now. So now I'm out there, and I interviewed actors, actresses, models, CEOs, professional wrestlers, people with disabilities, people without disabilities, straights, gays, that's where I draw the line. I interviewed whites, blacks, Spanish, Asians, Indians, Muslims. I interview everyone because I want to cover my bases, saying I don't discriminate. So I'm like, okay, well, what else can I do? And at the time, I don't know if I told you, I wanted to get on TV. I recently got on public broadcasting. I don't know if you ever saw the video. But I was on Manhattan Neighborhood of Broadcasting. It was like PBS. It was my first ever interview. I can definitely share it with you after. And I'm like, and the guy asked me, what is next for you? And I said, you know what? I want my own studio. I want to sit down with people in person. What is next for me? It's continue to work on myself, to get personal growth, work on my people skills, and saying, okay, yes, you went from interviewing from the phone to recording from the computer screen to cut in half. Now you actually have your own studio. And who knows what is next, but I want to get more TV exposure. Yes, I've been on the radio. I hate doing phone interviews, but yes, I've been interviewed on a couple dozen radio interviews. I've done Skype interviews. Okay, I done 2. So, yeah. And I did one TV interview. But that's what I want to do. I want to get myself out there more. I want to be on, these great networks. I'm trying to get a hold of WWE. So I'm trying to wave in front of their faces with former wrestlers, saying, "Hey, I have a talk show. Notice me. Notice me." So I'm kind of yes, you may want to be noticed, but there's a couple million people doing the same exact things, even though I feel like I'm different because I have a disability, so I have something, they don't. Not something to brag about, but I'm not saying, notice me. But, anyway, that's trying to make you laugh. But,
when you have to promote your own work, you have to be notice me all the time, and you feel a bit weird doing that.
No, I agree with you. And that's what you have to do. Someone said, if you never said you had a disability, we wouldn't have seen it. I'm like, well, I guess I'm a good actor. But this is how it all started. And first thing for you, if I can be your mentor, you need to make a fan base. You can't do anything without a fan base. And that was my biggest mistake. Because I uploaded all these videos. I'm like, whoa, I'm going to get famous. I'm going to use my disability as a crutch. Doesn't work like that. You need to make a solid foundation. 1, make a message. That's what I have. 2, make connections with the audience. 3, grow your audience. So you have a message, you have a fan base, you're going to grow that fan base, and then you start out small. Say, okay, Twitter. Took me a long time. I'm over 1,000. Facebook took me a long time. Took me about Jesus. No, I'm not saying I'm Jesus or anything. But it took me a long time. 6.5 years to get 1,000. If you told me a long time ago, back in 2013, it's got to take you 6.5 years. I mean, like, well, okay, I guess I would have lost interest. But Twitter, over 1,000. Facebook fan page, over 1,000. Instagram took 2 years, but I got over 1,000. My goal right now is to get YouTube over 1,000. I have 61 people. But, I was actually looking at last night to say, I want to get my thing modified to get money. They said you need over 14,000 hours, and you need over 1,000 or whatever views. I'm like, I'm going to put that on my things to do list. It's stick that in your pipe and smoke it. But, anyway, YouTube, yes, it's something, but you need to get yourself out there. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, MySpace, even though people don't use MySpace, High Five, Pinterest, Tumblr. I'm kind of like a bad rest. I'm a little like everywhere. But for your artwork, you need to make a solid foundation. First, you need to get a good message. And I think you working with me would be actually beneficial. Yes, you can say you work with someone with special needs. And you can say it's charity work. And I can help you saying, hey, I have this great friend who has this great artwork. Check her out. And, you need to make, like, a foundation. Something that you may make a wheel. Of course, wheels start off small. But once that wheel starts moving, make sure it keeps on moving. But
yeah, that's hard, isn't it?
It is. That's the hardest part, is getting started. And once you get started, keeping that momentum going. Because all you need is a roadblock. And you can probably relate to this. There's always going to be obstacles in your life. You're always going to climb that ladder. You're always going to climb that and reach for the brass ring. You're always going to do something. But people say you're not good enough. You can't. I think I told you a long time ago I had 2 scenarios, and then I'm going to pass the show over to you, wrapping up. It's called the leash scenario and the glass ceiling. The leash is, okay, here's one of those retractable leashes people have for dogs. So here, and you gotta go, and you gotta go, and you gotta go. And then they're like, okay, you had enough rope. Let's see what you can do with that rope. Let's make sure you're not able to hang yourself with it. And there you go. People will give you some freedom. And I know I'm pretty boring. I put your cat to sleep. Thanks a lot over there, Oreo.
Oh, she's awake. She is awake. You're all right. Well, you're giving them a complex. She's not going to wake up.
So, you get all this rope and freedom. It's like, okay, we're going to give you some leeway. Make sure you don't hang yourself with it. And then little by little, people are going to give you more rope and see what you can do. Or the glass ceiling scenario. You're going to go as high as someone wants you to do. And yes, for people who are Doors fans, once you start I can't even say it with a straight face. Once you start breaking on through to the other side, people are going to start to look at you. Are you ready? Is he capable of doing this? Is he going to land on his ass? My grandfather used to say, if you're shit in your hat, you're going to wear it. It's one of those things you're saying, when you think you're ready, there's going to be somebody else right behind you that's saying, you're not ready yet. You're ready. You're at that point, but you're not there yet. Suits, I told you about this. Harvey Specter, life is this, but I like this. So, it's one of those measuring things. But you have a lot of this is not about me, this is about you. You have a lot of great potential. I want to see great things for you. I want to help you with your artwork. I would love to work with you if you're interested on that. Because you do have potential. But with that being said, I do have a couple questions for you off the air. But wrapping up our interview segment, how can people follow you on social media? Are you on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram? I want you on Instagram.
I've got a very long list. It's probably easier if you post the links because I've got 2 Twitter accounts, 3 official Facebook accounts. I've got a website now and I've got a blog and I think that's the main ones. Yeah, so it's easier if I just email the links to you.
No, absolutely, and your Twitter name will be on the second part. When we talk to commercial break. That's where I usually say, okay, it's Instagram time, or it's Facebook time, or Twitter war, or Instagram battle. My name's on one side, your name's on the other. But yeah, you send me the links, it will definitely be there. And my last question for you is, this is not the first time, this is not the second, and this is sure as hell not going to be the last time. And you're a great friend, and I'm really honored to have you as that. Being on my show for the very third time, how do you feel about it? And what is some of your criticism? You can be completely honest.
I definitely feel more comfortable with it compared to the first time. First time I was, oh my god, what's going to happen with this? So I was panicky. I really like to see you get that studio. So, instead of having to do it over Skype, you can have people in person talking to them. That's what I really want to see for you. So, I'm keeping my thing.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, no, carry on.
If you're interested, maybe we can go half on our studio, and we call it the K and S show, or S and K show. And half of the studio can be mine, half the studio can be yours, and when you do your segments, you promote me, and when I do my segments, I promote you, and it's kind of give it that little feel. I think that would be really cool, doing an international show. Of course, I need to get over my fear of airplanes, but if you want to go on an airplane with me, I appreciate that. But I'm scared shitless of going on an airplane since 9/11. But you can't go and live your life in fear, right?
No, you can't. You got to just keep moving forward. Just don't worry about what could happen. So you'll never do anything if you worry about the what ifs. It's
true. So. And you know what? If I have to die, I want it to be quick and painful, not slow and... Anyway, without getting morbid, we're going to wrap up the show. I do have a couple questions for you off the air, but it was a real honor privilege having you as a guest, and I can't wait to do a part 4 with you down the road. Hopefully, for part 4, we can do this in person.
In person? That'll be fun, actually. I'll have to save up money so I can actually fly out.